For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. What is at the top of your bucket list? I want to see the Milky Way in all its glory. I saw it one time, and it was absolutely amazing. 10/10ths would get stranded in the middle of an African desert again just to see it. I don't think I appreciate being able to see it from my house as much as I should. See the northern lights in Scandinavia on a cold winter night surrounded by nature and sitting next to the love of my life. Did that a few weeks ago. Went to Tromsø for a whole week and it was cloudy and snowed basically all week. Saw it once when the clouds opened up for like 45 minutes. Still pretty cool, but it's not as intense as all those Instagram images make it look like. Really depends though. Yes, it's not always vibrant like in pictures, but sometimes it is. I'm grateful I've seen it before. Gosh, so many deep ones in here. Mine is kinda dumb in comparison. I'm trying to make it through the complete list of 1000 books to read before you die. There are plenty of lists out there. There's no reason in particular why I chose this one, but I'm working through it. It's honestly probably going to take me the rest of my life. Also, maybe try skydiving. Edit. The list is from the book 1000 Books to Read Before You Die by James Mastich. Oh, that's great. How far in the list are you? I've not even finished reading the list yet. I want to buy back the house I grew up in. It's where I was happiest in my life so far. I think I would like to die there. I'm not elderly, sick, or suicidal. I would just like to leave, when my time comes, from the place I truly felt free. I do too, except it's my grandparents' home. I moved around a lot while growing up, but their home always stayed exactly the same. One of the few constants I had growing up. Every time I remember some detail about how it was decorated, I write it down. You know, just in case I actually manage it one day. Visit Wyoming again, before I totally lose my eyesight. My left eyesight is gone. My right eyesight is 50/50 due to type 2 and diabetic retinopathy, among others. What is in Wyoming that you want to see again? Grand Tetons, downtown Laramie and Cheyenne, Yellowstone NP, taking car rides in the north and NW part of WYO, grasslands, good hiking trails. I got to go to Cheyenne and Laramie once in 2014, and I was hooked. Also Cody has the Buffalo Bill exhibit too. Buy my family a house. A functional, nice one. I've always lived in a terrible place. My house was small, and something was always broken. My landlord wasn't useful, and was always running away from paying her mortgage, so bailiffs always came knocking, threatening to change our locks if we didn't call her to pay her mortgage. I went to a secondary school where the pass rate was so low, it was almost a laughable matter. But I really just wanted to get my grades and leave. I'm a medical student now. I'll graduate in 3/4 years, depending on if I intercalate. I'll buy my family a house with good central heating, double glazed windows, a garden, a functional oven, an electric hob countertop. I want to get them a fridge freezer that dispenses ice, a shower that allows you longer than 10 minutes before the water goes cold, a shed, rooms with double beds. I live in a university dorm. Little things like a working oven, shower etc gives me so much joy. This is beautiful. There's nothing like having a great place to call home. We are also looking for a place right now for our kids to grow up in. We are in an apartment, but we are looking for a house. So I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and when you drive into the city through the Fort Pitt tunnels, it's just this great panoramic of the city. I mean, you can't see the city until you burst out of the tunnel, and then bam, there's the skyline. There's the point. There's the stadiums. I think it's just a great introduction to a city. So my bucket list item is to give someone a ride from the airport into town who's never been to the city before, so I can see their first impressions. If anyone's flying into Pittsburgh for the first time and needs a ride, hit me up. Joining the 300 Club. First you go to Antarctica, go to the South Pole Station, and wait for a day that is 100 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. Then you go the sauna, crank it up to 200 degrees, stay in as long as you can, and then run out wearing nothing but boots, thus subjecting your body to a 300 degree temperature difference. Then you take a pic of your frost covered body by the flag of the South Pole before running back into the sauna to warm up. Participants in the Antarctic 300 Club wait for a day when the temperature drops to 100 deck point F, minus 73 deck point C, for more than a few minutes, generally in the winter. They first warm up in a sauna heated to 200 deck point F, 93 deck point C, for as long as 10 minutes. Then they run naked to the geographic South Pole, circling it in the 100 deck point F weather. After this, they usually warm up in the sauna again, often with the aid of alcoholic beverages. The first 300 Club outside of Antarctica was established on January 30th, 2019 near Minneapolis, Minnesota during a polar vortex. 4. With an outside temperature of 27 deck point F, 33 deck point C, 3 men heated their backyard sauna to 280 deck point F, 138 deck point C, and sat inside for 10 minutes. Upon exiting the sauna, they sprinted around a flagpole planted in honor of the South Pole tradition and took a brief roll in the snow before returning to the sauna.